talked about it yesterday, just that chip on your shoulder. Everyone talking about a neutral AFC championship game, not even thinking about you guys. How much did that motivate you coming into this?
You better send those refunds.
I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. Back-to-back champs, kings of the north with it. Thinking they can hang with us, still ain't jumped out the porch with it. Long bomb to chase every Sunday, watch him go and get it. Double up on him, then we gon' double down on T. Higgins. Then throw Boyd in the mix, now you really iffy. Every Sunday showing boys how to really gritty. They try to shuffle up the game on us, but they ain't icky. Flip the coin, kick the toe right to the go and get it. Never know what's gonna happen when Joe drop back. He get shiesty in the pocket, I get shiesty on the track. Nobody on the team all pro, that's all cap. Most all around team in the NFL, that's all fact. Ain't came across nobody yet that seem like they can hang with us. They said we couldn't be Buffalo, but see how we call they bluff. Underdogs every week, they keep on trying to label us. Put your money on us, even if Vegas don't favor us. No matter what, we really came up, now it's hard to fail. I dare you come across that middle, Von gon' ring your bell. I know we under they skin, them boys built frail. Eli Apple out there chirping like a next tail. You don't want Salmon Trey to come off them ends. Rita clogging up the middle like a big body Benz. Right behind them Logan and Pratt, the turnover twins. Jesse Bates in the backfield just to clean up the loose ends. We just drafted Cam and drafted Hill. Instant gratification every time that they on the field. We can't go back to what we was, cause that's the loser way. It's been hard to throw on us since we picked up a Woozier. It's like win after win, feel like we could really do it. Zach Taylor doing his thing for the city, I give it to him. And I bet Samaji will find a hole if you give it to him. Hayden Hurst don't need a hole, he just plan on running through him. Just hand it off to 28 and let him do the dash. Getting hit by BJ Hill probably feel like a car crash. Every week it seem like Lou digging deeper in his bag. And if the game on the line, all my favorite money match. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up.
What do we say, Dolph?
That's right, y'all. They gotta play us. What's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the AFC North champion Cincinnati Bengals. Now, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I'm up to 2,274 subscribers. As always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, why not? Please do so. Please go to the YouTube channel, Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button, hit the bell for notification, and every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat crew, we're doing Super Chats. So if you have a question you're dying to ask the greatest running back in Bengals history, I'm saying it because I'm right, greatest running back in Bengals history, Corey Dillon, give me a Super Chat. I would greatly appreciate it. Or if you just want to support the show, give me a super chat. And as always, I'm coming to you live from this glorious place down here. It's the Ice Cave, and the Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And you know what? I told you I was going to unveil the new hat today. So there's the new Jackpot Joey 9 hat. There's the new shirt we got this year. There's the website right there, Jackpot Joey 9. We got the flag. Beer's coming out soon. That's not on the website. The beer's at Brink Brewery. It'll be out here in the next couple weeks. But portions of the proceeds go to the Joe Burrow Hunger Relief Fund and the Joe Burrow Foundation. What is up, everybody? What's going on? We got strangers in there. Darce in there. Jungle Jerry. Matt's in there. Crip's in there. Ken. D-Rock. What is up, everybody, to the chat? So I know you guys are excited as I am, but let's get to my co-host first. We got to get Big Savage in here. Well, oh, it'd help if wait, hold on. It would help if I add you to the show. That would help. I have to actually hit the button to add you to the show first. That would help.
Corey's
already in the background laughing at me. Like, this dude already messed up.
How you doing today, Strawberry?
Good, brother. Hey, forget this. Let's get to the man. Let's get to Corey. All right, I hit the button. I got you on this time, so that's good. What's going on, brother?
How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Not much, man. It's a live show, so it helps when you hit the right buttons and everything. But trying to talk and hit buttons and do all it's kind of discombobulating. So
yeah, that might work.
So I'll give you some kind of crap before the show started. Look, I said when you first popped on, I thought you had FC Cincinnati shirt on. So you go to come out of retirement and play for FC now? Is that what that is?
No. A hard no. Not at all.
You and Chad Johnson come out there and be, from football to football, too, different style.
Oh, I'll leave all that to Chad, man. He do that. He
Exactly. All right, man. So I was gonna put it out there. I said it. I think you're the greatest running back in Bengals history. I don't think it's even close. By the numbers, you can look at it. I think you deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I think you deserve to be in the Ring of Honor. The Ring of Honor is going to happen. The Hall of Fame is ridiculous that you're not even considered. I know you've been on different shows talking about this a lot. So, I mean, where are you at on the Ring of Honor, on the Hall of Fame? We can get this out of the way, and then we get to the other cool stuff we want to talk about.
I mean, it is what it is. And for the most part, man, I'm just talking about the process. I'm not pointing a finger at an individual. I'm just saying the process itself, and I'm not even frustrated with it. I'm just pointing out facts. I mean, if we want to go facts for facts,
right?
You know what? Yeah, I'm the all-time leading rusher down there. I just want to
facts.
I just wanted to let that be known. So, and then as far as the Hall of Fame, man, there's a lot of guys out there, man, that's just been like pushed to the side, man. I hollered at Fred Taylor like a while ago, man. And it's the same argument. Like, what's happening? I mean,
right.
So we're trying to figure out what's going on with that, because I know I'm worthy. I know he's worthy. And there's a lot of other great football players out there that's worthy. And there's nothing happening with that. So it's kind of messed up, but like anything, you just gotta wait it out.
Right.
To see what happens.
Well, it's kind of like what's going on with the running backs in general. I mean,
wow,
about this a little bit. I mean, Corey Dillon, you're Corey Dillon.
Yeah,
Joe Mixon just restructured his contract, which, I mean, it's great news for the Bengals. I'm glad he's going to be here.
Right.
I mean, honestly, it sucks, but Joe wasn't going to get the money for the contract he signed. He wasn't going to get it. The Bengals weren't going to give it to him. I don't think if he left the Bengals, he was going to get that amount of money. I think Corey wants to win a Super Bowl. And that's what he did here. But it still sucks that, I mean, Zeke Elliott's still out there. Kareem Hunt's still out there. Dalvin Cook's still out there. All these guys are still out there. And the narrative, and it's becoming true that running backs, people think they're dime a dozen. I mean, great ones like you are not dime a dozen, but the rest of them, they just kind of use them and throw them away now. That's the nature of the NFL right now.
Well, I tell you what, if you think you could go on the street and find a running back, you're nuts. That's not going to happen.
Yep.
So, and I'm saying, like, dude, where did the league go where they think a running back is not valuable to your franchise? Mm-hmm. That's unheard of. That's crazy to me. I'm glad I'm retired.
You're like, I'm out.
I got in and got out because right now that's ridiculous. A running back is so vital to any team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, any team. You might as well start saying like the wide receiver position ain't valuable. Are we gonna do that next?
Right.
No, so it doesn't even make sense to me, man. I hopefully, man, this is just this little trend where they think they could do it by committee and running backs come a dime a dozen. I hope that ends, man, because there's a lot of good running backs out there sitting out there right now that could do some good to a right organization. So I just don't get that.
Exactly. All right, Greg, you got something for Corey?
So, Corey, everybody knows about your football career. Tell us a little bit about your baseball career and you getting drafted.
Well, I was drafted by the Padres coming out of high school. I forget the round, but you know what? I was a pretty good baseball player. And you know what? I kind of had to weigh my options, so to say. I mean, football is my first. And the thing that kind of scared me off the baseball train was like, dude, I'm like, I heard so many stories about the minor leagues. You could get stuck there for X amount of years and you know what, may not even make it to the pros. And I just, you know what, I made up a choice and was just like, you know what, I'm gonna stick with football, man. And something that comes natural and it's instant. If you get an opportunity to get to the pros, it ain't too much waiting. If you're good enough, you gotta play.
Exactly.
So that kind of killed my baseball dreams.
Well, I'm sure baseball players are happy all around the country that they didn't see your big ass running around running towards second base trying to take them out.
That part too.
You're like, you're gonna step on some people, man.
Hey, do not get it twisted. I sit back and be like, damn, I should have played some baseball. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Covered. Hey, they making a lot of money. So
yeah, they are.
I should have gave it a shot, but I stuck with my first love, man. And I have no regrets about that.
Yeah, as far as us Bengals fan, I don't. We're happy you stuck it out because, like I said, those years that you were with the Bengals, it was pretty much you and Willie Anderson. That was it. And I would tell you the story that I started telling you off air, where I was living down in Florida in '97, and the Bengals. It was your rookie year. And I'll preface it this way: I heard Boomer Esiason talk about you on, I think it was on the Jim Rome radio station, and he's like, Corey Dillon, keep that name in mind. Because he runs every play. You'd like run every play all the way down to the end zone. And he was like, this guy's going to be good. I'm telling you. I'm like, all right. So I couldn't watch any of the games. 97, if there was NFL ticket, I couldn't afford it anyway. Right. And I couldn't listen to it. So I would just, try to keep up on the regular networks or whatever, what's going on. Finally, for some reason, they gave the Bengals Thursday night NFL, and that was against the Houston Oilers.
Right.
I think you remember that game, right?
I do. Yes, I do.
So I'm telling my wife, we were out doing something. I was taking her out to dinner or something. I was like, we got to get home. My Bengals are on. I'm going to watch them. And you ran all over the Houston Oilers, and I loved every minute of it because I could not stand the Houston Oilers back then. And I'm sitting there going, that's when Boomer, by then Boomer was the quarterback. I'm looking at my wife going, man, we got Boomer back. We got Corey. We're going to be really good next year. And then Boomer retired, and then we went to the quarterback carousel, and we know what happened from there. But just that game right there, I always think of that game because that always reminded me, like, this is why I love the Bengals. The Bengals stunk for so long. And that one game gave me hope that, okay, we got Corey Dillon. We got a chance to win this. We'll at least win games with you carrying the ball.
Well, you know what? It's funny you bring up Boomer, man, because, that season, that was my rookie year. Man, I had high hopes, man. It was kind of a bummer. Like, you know what? We ended the season. We kind of went on a hot streak, man, and we was making some noise. And I was just like, you know what? Next year, we're going to be all right. You know what I mean?
That's what I thought.
I had those high hopes of next year, man. You know what? Everybody coming back. I see us doing some damage. And then I get the news Boomer, said he's retiring. And I was just like, man, that bummed me out. I was just like,
me too.
Man, I mean,
I was bummed when they traded him in the first place.
Right. I was like, dude, we were so good. We're so close. And then, like you said, man, we went through a quarterback carousel for the next 6 years. So, dude, I mean, I always look back and be like, damn, what if Boomer would have came back for a couple more years?
Right.
Where would we be? You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but like I said, man, much love and respect to Boomer, man. Every guy knows his day, and that was his choice. So, man, you just gotta live with it and respect it.
Right. You got to do you. Now, one thing I want to know is how in the hell did you have some of the greatest games that running backs ever had? Besides Willie Anderson, we had some shitty offensive lines. I'll just put it out there.
Said that. I didn't say that.
I said it. I mean, we did.
Oh, don't get on me.
I told you I would say it. I would say it. But how did you do that? I mean, it just because you were getting hit in the backfield, you're getting hit when you hit the line, you're getting hit afterwards. I mean,
right.
Just some of the stuff I saw you do, I'm just like, I don't know how the hell you did it.
Man, it's a mindset, bro. I mean, I grew up playing rough, tough football with my brothers, man. So it was nothing new to me. So, man, it was just a mindset. I knew what the whole team was getting into that every Sunday. Mm-hmm. We knew we was gonna see 8, 9 men fronts.
Yep.
And you know what? It was just a mindset. We knew going in, like, man, just give us a crease. If we make a couple guys miss, man, hey, we could get big chunks of yards. So that was our mindset going in. Just like, hey, man, just it's gonna happen. Something's gonna pop open, and we'll break off a long run and put ourselves in position to make a touchdown. So that was our whole focus.
Go ahead, Greg. What do you got?
So, Corey, I have a cool story to tell you. This is like one of the coolest training camp stories I ever had. It was the summer of 2001. I'm going to say late July, early August. It was after training camp. Everybody was wanting your autograph. You only said you were signing a couple, and a bunch of fans just had me pushed back. I'm all upset, and my mom looks at the only time my mom ever comes to training camp. She looks at me. She's like, "Greg, are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm fine." And her being a mom, she's like, "No, you're not. Give me that jersey." And I'm like, "Mom, where are you going?" And I see her in the dog pile of fans. I'm like, "I can't. Where's my mom? I can't see her." And then I remember you were saying, "I can only sign one more." All of a sudden, it's like watching a cartoon. A bunch of dog pile fans all piled up. All of a sudden, right at the end, I see this arm out with my jersey, which is my mom, handing it to you. And that was the last one you signed before you left. And Corey, that was the coolest autograph story I've ever had in my life. And thank you so much.
Well, I'm glad I could be a part of that, my man. And hey, give it up to your mom, man. Super mom. She got it. She got it done for you. And I was happy. You know what? She was the last jersey or last autograph I gave that day. And man, you know what? And years later, we had this story right here.
Hey, the jersey sitting behind Greg too. That's behind him.
Hanging up right behind. I think that's the coolest thing ever, my man. Real talk.
Yeah, thank you so much. Shout out to Sally, my mom Sally, for doing it.
Hey, Mama Sally, I'm glad you hustled for your son and got that thing signed.
Thank you so much.
Exactly. I want to kind of roll back to your. We talked about your high school baseball career, your high school football career. I guess kind of when did you realize, or other people realize, that you're better than most people?
I mean, you know what's kind of crazy about that? I didn't really play football in high school until my junior year. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So I was like, man, just going to school, man. I was just like, I don't want to really freaking play. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what? I actually started off playing baseball my sophomore year.
Okay.
And it was all due to I was going to a different high school at the time. Then I actually transferred to Franklin High School, where the athletic department was actually better.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I said, you know what? I give it a try. I'm gonna go out and play a little bit of baseball, see how that go, and then maybe next year, I go and play for the football team. So, baseball went pretty well my sophomore year. And then, you know what? I tried out for the football team, and it was on and popping from there. So it was
Corey Dillon knocked the door down and said, "I'm here."
So, and we had a hell of a football squad, man. We were tough in high school, very tough.
Cool. So how did you end up at Washington? You want to stay close to home, or how did you get there?
Well, I'm from Seattle, so
right.
I actually had to take the junior college route.
Right.
And you know what? I had a lot of options, man, but it was something about being in that purple and gold and being at home and playing for the University of Washington that, as a kid, I dreamed of, like, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I had that opportunity, man, and I just seized it and was like, you know what? I don't know what the situation is up there, but you know what? I'm gonna go up there, and whoever's there, man, we just got to see who's better. You know what I mean? And fortunately, you know what? I got to play, and the rest was history.
Exactly. Go ahead, Greg. You got something?
Okay, so Corey, let me ask you this: were you a fan of Skyline Chili in Cincinnati?
Man, I used to tear that shit up, man.
Yes, I knew I liked Corey.
That's what I want to hear. Yeah, thank you so much, Corey. So remember, obviously, Skyline was. Did you have like a favorite restaurant in Cincinnati that was your go-to? Or maybe it was Skyline. Did you have like a favorite restaurant or a place?
I want to make sure I say this right. I forget the name. It's been so long, but I want to say, was it Jeff Ruby's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The precinct.
Yeah, that was my little spot, man.
Yeah.
I used to go there all the time.
You should go there. If you come back in town, you should go there. You might see Jackpot Joey, because that's his spot too. He lives apparently like 10 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
He goes there all the time.
Hey, tell Cuddy to have a cigar for me.
No, absolutely. And Corey, another place I have to, Strawberry Nose, I have to point this out. You were on Ace and Jim's show last week, and they said it too. You have to go to Midwest Barbecue. Awesome place to go. Owners are big Bengals fans. You definitely need to hit that place up if you ever come back to Cincinnati.
Hey, listen, I will be back, and I will hit up them spots for sure.
There you go. You got to hit up some tailgates too. You hang out with.
I might not make it to the game if I can get down in that tailgate, man.
You got to be we're professional drinkers here. You're a professional football player. We're professional drinkers. So.
Yeah, man, I'm a lightweight, brother. And that's why I said I'm one and done.
But no. So how many conies could you eat? What was the most conies you ever had at Skyline? Do you remember?
Oh man. Well, I always had to make sure I made weight. So not too many, brother.
I'll take it.
About three was the limit, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's always the big debate here. And I like it because outsiders are always telling us, well, that's not chili. I'm like, it's not the chili you're used to. It's Cincinnati chili. It's different. You can't compare it to chili because it's not the same thing. But I'm glad you understand that. You get that. Now, we talked about the game against the Houston Oilers. Well, in your personal reference, what is your favorite game you ever played? High school, football, college? What was the one that you really remembered? I mean, we got the record-breaking ones. You probably had some in college. I mean, what was your favorite?
Dude, game? I done had some pretty crazy games, man.
Right.
There's some games in junior college I ran for 301 yards. Then, you know what, I go to Washington and there's 305 total yards in one quarter, which is still an NCAA record, by the way.
Just saying.
Just saying. I had to throw that up in there. Just had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
Man, but all honesty, I think the one against the Broncos, man, the 278 sticks out like a sore thumb, man. That's probably one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, and that was one again. Of course, it wasn't on TV here, so I'm watching some other random game on TV and listen to Dave Lapham go absolutely freaking ballistic, cheering you on. Which I love Dave Lapham. I don't care if he's a homer. I love listening to him.
Hey, man, that's my guy. Dave pretty cool, man.
Dave's been on my show a couple of times. He's a really nice guy, really cool dude. But hear him, go CD, go CD, go CD.
Go CD. He's gone. Yeah, that's it.
He said that a lot in that game. So did that day feel different? Did you feel more energized or something in the air, or it just once it got it rolling, you just kept it rolling?
Man, it just I don't know, man. It was kind of weird, man. It just felt like I was just in a zone. The whole offense was just in a zone.
Right.
And they were super aggressive. You guys, I don't know where they were defensively. I want to say they were ranked number 2 against the run. I could be wrong.
I think you're right. Actually, that you're saying, because that was a big thing. Hell, it might have been number 1.
Yeah, I could be wrong. 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And I noticed early on, man, once we started doing our zone runs, they was fast flowing to that side. Yeah, I got to thinking man, dude, if they get the over pursuing, I'm gonna start cutting it back, man, and start, seeing what's back there. And we always had this low. Sometimes, the backside become the front side.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was just patient enough to my whole thing I was taught, was press that line of scrimmage.
Right.
Press it. You know what I mean? With my footwork, slow too fast through. Just patient enough to let the offensive line work.
Right.
And press that line. And then you know what? When you see your opening, explode through. And everything was just on point that game. You know what I mean? So we knew they were bringing guys up in the box. What's new? You know what I mean? What's new? But we just started gashing them, man. We just started gashing them. I don't know how many passes we actually thrown or
what many.
What passes, right?
Yeah, exactly. Ken here says it was the number 1 run defense. We say, which I thought it was.
I thought it was
Rob here's agreeing with you. So the chat crew here said it was number 1 D, which that's the thing I thought too. They kept coming across. Corey Dillon's having a day. He's
right.
Running, might possibly break the single game rushing record. He gets the number 1 defense. I just remember that to this day. It was because like I said, we didn't have a whole hell of a lot to cheer about. Back then.
It's kind of weird, man. And when I speak about it, like it was just like one of those perfect games, perfect day.
Right.
It's kind of hard to describe where, like, it seemed like every time whoever was touching the ball, we were just gone.
Yeah.
So, and that's a testament to the guys up front, man. They did a hell of a job that game. Hey, just giving us opportunities to run. So it went hand in hand, man. It just wasn't my record. I mean, it was a team effort, if you ask me. And we did something special and got a win. I was more impressed with, hey, that was our first fucking win, man.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Let alone to have a record along with it. So it was a good day.
Exactly. Well, Corey, you've already been on for 25 minutes. I can keep you on longer and keep talking.
Hey, you get me talking. I run my mouth all damn day.
I do this every day at 5:30 for an hour, so I got a list of stuff that I didn't even get into yet. I'd love to get to with you sometime.
Oh man, hey, listen, man, have me back on, man, and whatever you want to ask me, I'll be happy to explain it or tell you about it.
Hey, maybe we'll get you on during the season sometime. We can talk some running backs and how good.
Oh hell yeah! Hey, that's a bet. We can do
all right,
that,
brother. I appreciate you, Corey.
Thanks,
you too, brother. Thanks, man. Who day?
All right.
Who day?
That was pretty cool. Then I could have kept talking to him.
That was awesome.
We didn't get. He said 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm already 26 minutes into it. I'm like, dang, we gotta let him go.
Right. But you know what? Though, it was just so awesome to hear. I mean, just so cool to talk to. I mean, Strawberry Man, I can't thank you enough for inviting me on. I mean, a year ago, I never thought I would be doing stuff like this, man. This is so awesome.
It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I like I said, I remember that game against Denver. That was just because I was listening to the game and watching some other game on TV because I couldn't watch the game, and just them constantly breaking in. I'm going, holy crap, he might break the freaking record, and then he did.
Right.
Yes, like that was
right. That
was awesome. There was like literally, I mean, like you said, it was the first win of the damn season. I mean, it was a pretty good way to get your first win against. I think they were 2000, 90. No, they were a year out because they won 97, 98. So 99 was, I would say they were Super Bowl champs, but they were coming off still a Super Bowl team. They won back-to-back in 97, 98, the Denver Broncos are talking about. So it's still a pretty good team.
Right.
John Elway then.
Right, exactly. I tell you what, though, man, like you said, Corey Dillon went up against some great defenses. If we ever get him on again, I'd love to ask him who was the toughest guy he ever went up against. I mean, defense, and back then when he was playing, it was a lot. Defensive players had a lot more freedom how to tackle players.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like I said, he went through the best. I mean, I could go on with so many great defenders in his time. So like I said, Corey Dillon. I mean, wow. I mean,
I got a list of stuff I still didn't get to ask him about. I wanted to ask him about Willie Anderson, Joe Mixon, this year's team, Joe Burrow. I had some other things I wanted to get into. I was trying to do this a little different because everybody knows what he said in the article and about the Ring of Honor and Hall of Fame and all that stuff. So I mean, that was, we don't need to beat a dead horse already. So I was trying to do a little different. And dude, I think Corey was pretty freaking personable, pretty cool. I mean, he came on what 10 minutes earlier. Just with us.
He was just chilling with. It was awesome. I mean, he loved about talking everything. You could just tell he had love for the city of Cincinnati. I mean, Skyline. I mean, that was just awesome. He's like, oh, absolutely, I hate Skyline. That was awesome. I know. If you're to everybody outside of Cincinnati, if you like Skyline, you get a huge pass here in Cincinnati.
Exactly. And I always explain to everybody, they're like, "Oh, that's not chili." I'm like, it's Cincinnati chili. It's different. Get your head out of your, it's different.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, hey, are you excited? We have back together again. Is it next Saturday?
Not this Saturday coming up. Saturday the 29th coming up.
Yeah. We literally have training camp starting Wednesday. Next Wednesday. I cannot wait.
Dude, I can't. Strawberry, you and I are going to be down there, man. You and I are going to be down there. I mean, I was there like so many days last year. I'm like, oh, here's this jerk Strawberry once again. So Strawberry, that's how you and I met for the first time. And for those of you who don't know, I was like, I saw Strawberry. I was with a buddy of mine. I kept looking at him. You look at me like, I could just tell you like, what do you do? You're like, what's up, buddy? But I could tell you that look on your face, like, why are you looking at me, man? So yeah, that's how I first met you, Strawberry.
Exactly. I remember. Yeah, and like I said, Emily Parker kind of looks at me sometimes when I'm down there. She's, do you just like live down here? Sometimes, just depends, up close.
Well, Strawberry, tell us about that event you attended Friday with Zach Taylor, man, and that looked pretty.
Oh, that was a blast, dude. Yeah, we ended up finding out about this. It was the video release of the 2023 season. It was at Mount Lookout Tavern,
right.
And NFL. I didn't really know exactly what it was. I just got told about it, and NFL Films was there, so they were filming us watching the video release. So we've already seen the video release, of the year review or whatever you'd say of the Bengals last year, which is awesome. They don't even talk about the Kansas City game, which is even better. And they interviewed a couple people. I didn't get a chance to get interviewed, but Zach Taylor walked in at the end of it, handed the Mount Lookout Tavern a Bengals helmet because they were the first bar to get the Bengals playoff football. So now they have a Bengals official helmet now. And Zach was awesome. He said, we're here working hard. We're all yelling Super Bowl. He's like, they're not going to say we're going to win the Super Bowl.
No,
they're going to win the Super Bowl.
So badly he wants to be like, we're going to win this.
So he was outside. I got to take a picture with him. So it was a good time. I mean, now this Friday, what time do you get into Little Miami Brewery? You're going to get there like 11 a.m.?
Dude, that's preposterous. I'm getting there the day before at 11 a.m.
The day before at 11 a.m.
Where you been, Strawberry? Yeah, no, I live it's actually on my side of town.
I know it's closer to you than this.
No, dude, it's like I'm like Little Miami. I'm like, wait a minute, that's like 10 or 15 minutes from my house. So you're coming on my side. You always get rip on me for coming on your side, the west side. So don't be saying you're a west sider on the east side.
I'm always a west sider, born and bred west sider.
Well, when I was with you that one time at Chandler's, the lady says, "Have you all been here?" I'm like, "No, I'm an east side." You took me. You're like, "Don't say that."
We're breaking them in over here,
right?
But yeah, that's gonna be a fun thing this Friday at a Little Miami Brewing Company here. Let me bring up the graphic here. Our boy Teddy K is going to be there. They'll be selling the Cincy hats. It's this Friday, July 21st. They're going to get there 4 o'clock to 9. So they're selling hats till they run out. They're going to have the bucket hats, which actually these ones are just going to be these hats are just exclusively there. Then until they'll put them on the website after this. But you got the bucket hats, the visors, all that stuff's going to be there this Friday, and it's going to be a blast. I mean, I think almost the whole brew crew is coming. Dale's even going to drive
dude,
out of Portsmouth to come down here.
So many people are just like confirming. I mean, I'm seriously going to camp out, man. I may have to camp out or something. I got to think of something. I get so paranoid with something like this, man. Remember when I was waiting for you? I kept calling you.
I know. You kept blowing my phone. I'm like, I remember. I'm like, I'm trying to get my countertops in. You're like, get down here already.
You got to get down here now, man. I have people asking if they have your spot. Like, you got to get
Greg
down
was
here.
standing there throwing elbows and trying to protect my seat for me. So
right, man. But you got to get down here. Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about this Friday. I'll be down there in plenty of time. Dart says he's getting down there about 3:30.
No, trying to beat me to the punch, Darth. I see how it is.
Oh, is that a challenge? Challenge accepted.
You challenging me, Darth? I know what you look like, man. I met you at the FC game, so I know what you look like, Darth. I'm just kidding.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this has been a really cool show. Greg, you guys got anything on Rally coming on this week? You wanna promote before I let you go?
Actually, Rally's starting right now, actually, and all that. So,
so you should actually probably leave to go get on your other show, right?
Right. No, I'm doing a 3-way show. I did Bruce, your show, and Rally, man. So I'm
you are the co-host with the mostest, I would say. So, do you guys got anybody on Rally that should?
As of right now, no. We're just talking to the Red season and training camp coming up.
Yeah, I'm watching the Reds game from last night. Just started again, so.
Yeah.
They got out of the inning. It looked like I'm trying to pay attention and do a show at the same time, so it's kind of hard. Anyway, I'll let you go. Get on your show, bro.
Take care. Hey, thank you so much, Strawberry. All you take care.
All right, Greg. See you, brother.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, like I said, if you're still here, what's up? Or you jumped off and head over to Rally. That's cool. But if you missed any of this, please go back and watch the first half hour of the show. Corey Dillon was on, and like I said, I could have kept him on for another hour, probably talking, but I want to be respectful of his time and not, just take advantage of. But he said he'd come back on, So I have to reach out to him again during the season and maybe have his insight on the running game, how the Bengals are doing, stuff like that. So I think that'd be kind of cool. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. And like I said, tell your friends, say neighbors, Corey Dillon. Like I said, my opinion, it's the greatest running back in Bengals history. You can say what you want about him. He's the greatest running back in Bengals history. He deserves to be in the Ring of Honor. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Anyway, let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream, and I appreciate every single one of them. They are Who Dey Nation, Who Dey Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, Radical Reds, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar, and then you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Triple. TikTok is at Iceman90. I will be pulling off the sound later on tonight, putting on the podcast. It's on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcasts. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Please leave a 5-star review and a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. YouTubers, you guys are awesome. I'm at the 2,274 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Like I say this every show, and I mean this. If you guys don't watch, you guys don't retweet it, you guys don't subscribe, I don't see Corey Dillon coming on my show. I don't see Dave Lappa coming on my show. I don't see Ted Karras coming on my show. I don't see half of these Bengals. Darren Simmons has been on my show. Half of these Bengals players and coaches that have been on my show, I don't think they're coming on if I'm just some random dude that has no following or anything like that. So I appreciate you guys. Subscribe. And like I said, please retweet it. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports with Strawberry Ice. I got a great show tomorrow. I think Skinny's on tomorrow. Is it Skinny on tomorrow? Let me double check here real quick. I'm pretty sure I can get my days. Actually, I have 2 shows tomorrow. Okay, I'm glad I looked at because finally, my boy James Rapine, he used to come on the show a ton. And I understand James is a busy man. He's a very busy dude. He's getting pulled a lot of different directions. He's a new father. He hasn't been able to work out to come on my show, but he's supposed to be on a show tomorrow morning. So I'll be doing 2 shows tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., James Rapine from Locked On Bengals will be joining the show. Then the regular show at 5:30 will be Richard Skinner, which if you guys watch it a lot, which most of you guys that are in the chat watch it almost every day. Skinny's been on a lot of times. I'm trying to get him and to get the 2 other guys back together again sometime. I'm working on that. But so we got 2 shows tomorrow. James Rapine from Locked On Bengals and Richard Skinner at 5:30. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. I cannot believe Corey Dillon was on my freaking. I say what you want about Corey Dillon. I loved Corey Dillon when he was a Bengals player. That was my dude. So I'm so happy he was on my show. This is pretty cool. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports Strawberry Ice. And that's just sports, baby. See ya!
Talked about it yesterday, just that chip on your shoulder. Everyone talking about a neutral AFC championship game, not even thinking about you guys. How much did that motivate you coming into this?
You better send those refunds.
I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. Back-to-back champs, kings of the north with it. Thinking they can hang with us, still ain't jumped out the porch with it. Long bomb to chase every Sunday, watch him go and get it. Double up on him, then we gon' double down on T. Higgins. Then throw Boyd in the mix, now you really iffy. Every Sunday showing boys how to really gritty. They try to shuffle up the game on us, but they ain't icky. Flip the coin, kick the toe Roger to go and get it. Never know what's gonna happen when Joe drop back. He get shiesty in the pocket, I get shiesty on the track. Nobody on the team all pro, that's all cap. Most all around team in the NFL, that's all fact. Ain't came across nobody yet that seem like they can hang with us. They said we couldn't be Buffalo, but see how we call they bluff. Underdogs every week, they keep on trying to label us. Put your money on us, even if Vegas don't favor us. No matter what, we really came up, now it's hard to fail. I dare you come across that middle, Von gon' ring your bell. I know we under they skin, them boys built frail. Eli Apple out there chirping like a next tail. You don't want Salmon Trey to come off them ends. Rita clogging up the middle like a big body Benz. Right behind them Logan and Pratt, the turnover twins. Jesse Bates in the backfield just to clean up the loose ends. We just drafted Cam and drafted Hill. Instant gratification every time that they on the field. We can't go back to what we was, cause that's the loser way. It's been hard to throw on us since we picked up a woozy, eh? It's like win after win, feel like we could really do it. Zach Taylor doing the same for the city, I give it to him. And I bet Samaji will find a hole if you give it to him. Hayden Hurst don't need a hole, he just plan on running through him. Just hand it off to 28 and let him do the dash. Getting hit by BJ Hill probably feel like a car crash. Every week it seem like Lou digging deeper in his bag. And if the game on the line, all my favorite money match. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. And we ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up.
What do we say, dog?
They gotta